What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big C, man, coming back at you. Girl, what y'all know about that? You know what I'm saying? Come from the old school, man. I remember we used to have house parties, man. On this song, come on, or one of these, one of them old jams. You'll snatch up a fine little young lady and you slow dance with her, you know what I'm saying? If she was a freak, she'd let you grab her butt. But if she wasn't, you know, some of them girls had their mama at the party. So moms or grandma didn't be monitoring the party and you couldn't just grab everybody's butt. You get thrown out that joker and your ass whooped by the uncles and brothers and everybody at the party. So we was respectful. Slow dancing with the young ladies, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up on. Love, baby. It was about love. It was all about love. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all too mixed up in this hate. You know what I'm saying? You hate yourself. You know? I see a lot of people on this internet, man. They clout chasing, man. You know what I'm saying? Clout chasing, trying to do shit to get popular. Popular for what? You know what I'm saying? Be a popular ass, bomb ass nigga. You know? They need to cut that shit out. Everybody wanna be popular. You know? Be popping. Niggas ain't popping, man. You know? You'll never be popping because we look at your communities and we look at your families and we look at how you live and you can just see shit. A lot of you niggas is trash, you know? And this internet give you a vehicle to, you know, put your narrative out there and you can say, dudes say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? You can be all you want to be on this internet, you know? So nah, we're gonna keep it old school, baby. You see that? Shout out to my brother E, my folks E, man, Eric Johnson. He was assassinated back at the a couple years ago in Mountain View at the Young Jeezy concert. At first we suspected Young Jeezy of doing it. I don't know what the information is now, but you know, we ain't on that hype. We don't know who did it, you know? But yeah, man, shout out to the people out there that's handling their business and minding their own business. You know, this internet is entertainment, you know? We need to leave it at that. Let this just be entertainment for us and education. You can educate yourself on with all these videos. They got books that you can read on here. They got shit you can learn how to do shit. You know, I was changing my light bulb in my car the other day. I YouTubed that shit because you got to go under the front tire. You know, you can't just. I'm used to opening up the hood and doing it, but you got to go in the front tire, up under the front tire, on top of the front tire, and that's where it's at. You know, but I learned I get a lot of information off YouTube. It's also good to follow up that information with some books. You know what I'm saying? Cross-reference the books, man. You know what I'm saying? Know who the author is and you know, by knowing who the author is, you can know their motivation, you know? But it's 2020, man. We can no longer say that the white man is holding us back, making up excuses, you know what I'm saying, why you ain't handling your business, blaming other people. Man, we gotta stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not coming together and creating organizations and networking with each other and using each other's resources and building our communities up. You know, I remember when the Laotians and the Cambodians came to the hood. They were fresh out here. I remember a lot of the Mexicans, when they came, they were fresh out here. And from the 80s to now, I done watched them pass us up. Because they working together, man. They was living in one house. And they eventually bought that house. Then they got another house. Or whatever they did. You know what I'm saying? And now they live in Silicon Valley somewhere. I watched the Mexicans buy both houses on both corners, cement the field that we used to hide our shit in, and put a big ass fence up and put diesels up in that sucker, you know? But we want to complain about the white man and we can't do this and we can't do that. You're not doing it. You're not taking the proper steps. You're not being patient. You niggas always want to show out and show everybody what they doing. Be quiet. Handle your business. You know, go to school, man. I'm telling you guys, if you don't go to regular school, go to some kind of trade school, you know, master your craft, man. You're gonna get paid. Start that business, you know, and most of all, stop living foul. This shit is foul out here, man. You know? That's why the kids is stealing. Cause ain't nobody, we got some bad parenting going on, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta step our game up, man. We gotta stop blaming other people for our lack of handling our business, you know? And we can't even come together. You look on this internet, there's one dude on here, I don't even want to say his name. He in Africa though. He done went out there and turned full FBI, CIA agent. And all these people following this guy, like, oh, look what he did. He ain't did shit. He ran away. He started a lot of trouble, then ran away, then started snitching. And he doing a couple things on his phone that anybody, if you took some time to do, you could do. That shit is not complicated. But the part, I salute anybody that's trying to do anything, that's trying to take care of themselves. You know, the part I don't understand about that guy is you wishing and doing voodoo, praying, and trying to pay people to harm other people. You're telling on people, you know what I'm saying? And people are cheerleading a snitch, straight snitch. You know, stay out of people's business, man. That's why we ain't got a goddamn thing. You focused on the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? Wake your game up, man. You know? Get in your households, black man. Take care of your households. Take your kids out to eat on Saturday, Sunday. You know, after you've worked all week, man. Take your family, your girl, and your kids out to eat, man. Take your kids to the park. Take your kids to see nature or some stuff like that, man. You know, take them to a science fair or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your kids involved in science and medicine. You know what I'm saying? We go to the hospital. If you ain't got enough money and you sick, and it's between the surgery that costs all this a big amount of money, and you ain't got the coverage, your ass is dead. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about that. Nothing. They don't care. I got a lot of family members that didn't have it together. Went to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? They had some serious stuff going on. Went to the hospital and they died because they couldn't get the proper care because their money wasn't right. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got to step our game up. We can't pass this loser mentality down to these kids after the 60s when the Panthers stood up and man, they stuck their chests out. They was patrolling the police. They was feeding the community. They was together. They was marching. They was a strong force. Then the government warred on them, and it also warred on us with the war on drugs. And you know, we stood up. We took it a whole different direction. We carried the torch. You know what I'm saying? But we being warred on by motherfuckers committing espionage and spies and turning people against. They putting in they sending in moles and shit, snitches and shit. You know, so we went through a situation where we could have got some money. We could have did this in the 80s and the 90s. We could have came together. If we could have did that, it'd have been, man, we'd have been in skyscrapers by now. But, you know, it's never too late. So we gotta, now that we know the mistakes of the past that we made, we have to look at those mistakes and we have to figure out which way is the proper way to go. Should I keep being stupid and not dealing with my people? Should I keep flaunting my money and throwing my money in the air? Should I keep abusing my women? You know what I'm saying? And trying to knock everything down. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people died from HIV and AIDS since the 80s? Huh? A lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I used to hustle. So a lot of people I used to serve died from the sickness. You know what I'm saying? And that's why nowadays, if you ever been through that situation and you made it and you got the right frame of mind, man, you want to correct that. You know? So man, we got to correct this behavior, man. We cannot sustain ourselves in our current situation. You know, all this gang banging and you know, everybody pitted against each other. We can't communicate with each other. You can't talk to each other without disrespecting each other. You know what I'm saying? A person to comment on your thing on your page, and you hella disrespectful. You know, I'm guilty of that too. Don't let me talk about that, but I'm guilty. I give, but yeah, I gotta stop that too. I'm talking to me too. Shit, you know, I'm not no perfect goody two shoes, but shit, man, I know one thing, that if we don't stand up with all this shit going on with Iran and Trump, and you know, Trump is pandering to Eastern Europe. That's Russia and all them. They was in cahoots. You know what I'm saying? But Russia is also got stakes in Iran. So it's like, you know, it's kind of difficult, man, because I mean, shit, man. They all work. It's like the New World Order. They all work in cahoots. I think Russia is just there to keep Iran on the leash. You know what I'm saying? And you know how you have the good cop and the bad cop. Russia's the good cop right now. You know, so but they work. You know, they working with Trump and they working with these white nationalist organizations, man. You know, so everybody's cheering Trump, get him. But shit, once Trump do what he got to do to everybody else, best believe we captured up inside this motherfucker. And he'll try some crazy shit with us too. So we gotta keep him in check, you know? And that's why we gotta build our own stuff up, because we don't have no strength. The strongest thing we got is shit, the FOI and the gangs, you know? The big gangs, not these little ragtag ass 4 or 5 niggas is calling themselves a gang. You know what I'm saying? The strongest, we ain't got no army or no militia, you know? We couldn't even feed ourselves, you know? Who got the food? What stores, what black grocery stores do you know? You know? So, man, we can't do nothing. How will we be able to hook up with the truckers, get a security team to go get the food and transport the food? Where we gonna get what kind of weapons we gonna have? Some 9s and shit? And an AK, couple AKs? Nah, man, we need some fucking rocket. If we was to have to live like that, we would need appropriate shit. But we don't have anything. So we need to build something. So in order for us to build something, we need to stop the bullshit and come together with those with like-minded people, learn how to communicate with each other. We need to be in a military mindset when it comes to communication. Stand at attention, talk to each other like men, respect. None of that slang shit, that bitch made shit. Because actually, when I'm talking to you and you calling me nigga and bitch, the man that I am, you disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't talk to nobody like that. I'm talking to a man, like my folks taught me how to communicate to a human being. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's your low self-esteem ass thinking, yeah, I'm a nigga though, man. Nigga, I'm not no nigga. Nigga, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, a nigga is a name that a motherfucker that beat the fuck out your great-great-great-grandmama and fuck your granddaddy in the ass in front of her. That motherfucker gave you the name nigga. And you still holding on to that shit 300 years later. So, when I say nigga, I'm being derogatory with it. So, I don't say that to you. I ain't gonna if I'm talking to you, I'm not gonna say it unless I feel like you're a nigga. Then I'm gonna call you, and most of these niggas, they be like, yo, that nigga cool, man. You know, I thought he was uptight for a minute. But then once he started, talking real and called you a nigga, then you feel like you need to get out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? You downgrade your motherfucker self. We gotta respect ourselves. You know, it's all about respect. Be a man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what it is, learn what it is. Go read Visions for Black Men by Naeem Akbar. Go read Before the Mayflower by Lerone Bennett. Wretched of the Earth, Francis Cress Wilson. Go read Frantz Fanon, Go read Blood My Eye by George Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Look at the history from the 60s to 70s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that are out here. Just so your ass could walk around, it's people that lost their life, got killed horribly, trying to stand up for our rights, and these niggas walk around with their ass out like somebody want to see their ass. You disrespect your motherfucking self. You know? You need to cut this shit out, man. You know, we could debate, we could talk, we could communicate like men. We could come together like men and address these issues, and we could come together like men and build our communities up and clean our communities up, get all this trash and all this garbage out of our communities, you know what I'm saying? Get these people off these streets inside some homes, you know what I'm saying? You can take ownership of this shit and be involved to where you could get transitional housing. We buy these houses. If they ain't got nowhere to, our folks ain't got nowhere to live, charge them a certain amount of rent, put them in, people up in there to pay the rent, you know what I'm saying? And keep the property up, you know? And connect them with services, mental health services. They got mental health issues. Everybody got PTSD. We've been through war, you know? So this 2020, man, it's time to step your motherfucking game up, black people, you know? We tired of this shit, man. I was a youngster before too. You know who helped me out and get this mind state I got? You know who helped me? Me, motherfucker. I stood out on the street for 25 years on them corners, in them garages, on the side of the house, hustling with my pistol, with the long thing over there, flashlight, the stick. Nigga on the corner, on that corner. I came from that, you know? I don't live like that no more. I work every day, hard. I do all kind of jobs. I got a main job and I do all kind of other jobs. And it's all legal, you know? Stand your ass up, be a man. I'm 50 years old. I remember when I was a youngster, I used to look up to my grandma and my grandpa and all them. We them now, you know? What is our legacy gonna be of this generation, you know? Stand up, man. Stop all this playing. Peace and blessings.